Good morning, Dr. Dwani.
Good morning.
So, Dr. Dwani, today our topic is regarding home chemotherapy. Now, there are a lot of patients who are unable to walk, who might be having a lot of pain and traveling all the way to the hospital in these COVID times. Maybe they would be worried, or they might be scared, or they might not be able to go. So, are there any options where people can take their treatment at home? Is it safe to take it at home? And what are your thoughts on it?
The important thing is about the chemotherapy. I would certainly like to give the chemotherapy, which we are giving it in the daycare nowadays, at home. There's no question on that. However, at home, one should have the facilities. One should have the facility in the sense, again, the space should be there. Second, the home care companies should have a trained manpower who can go over there and give the properly the whole chemotherapy. There are certain chemotherapies which we will be afraid to give at home because they can cause sometimes very unusual reaction, and that's where the problem can occur. And those we need to give them in the hospital. I think in the home care facilities which are available outside, like Australia, UK, USA, they have a certain advantage. They have an advantage that that home care is integrated with the ambulance facilities, with the hospital facilities nearby. And that's how, if any emergency occurs following the chemotherapy, immediately, within minutes, all the things are arranged. While at least in our case, like India, this is little difficult. And therefore, we have to choose the chemotherapy which is absolutely without any trouble, cannot give any trouble. So such chemotherapies should be given at home by a trained staff, which a home care company can provide. So I think slowly this awareness is coming up, and there are people who are offering this type of the facilities, and I'm sure these things will grow more and more. As you said, that it's not right to call the patients, in particularly just now with the COVID-19 happening all around, and everybody is afraid of coming over there. Hospitals are also don't like the lot of rush in the hospital. So I think this will help everybody. It will help the hospitals, it will help the patients, it will help the home care facilities, trained manpower to carry on this work.
Now, Dr. Dwani, you and your team have been doing home care. You have been giving home care facilities to patients quite a few times. So, what is your response? Like, what has your patients been telling you? That are they liking it? Because you send all these trained nurses to their homes and all. So, what is your response? Like, do the nurses like it? Do they feel safe? Do the patients like it? Do they tell you that, that this is the best thing what could have happened to them? What is the response?
I think normally the response is very good. Obviously, but we are very, very selective,
Okay.
absolutely selective. And normally also the first chemotherapy we'll always like to give in the hospital setup, because that's where the patient gets confidence. He finds that everything went on so nicely and so easily, so that subsequent at home, when the second dose started, he is well versed with the whole situation, and therefore he will not be under apprehension. Important thing is the staff. Staff have been trained, they are very well trained, they are also confident, and usually uh, they feel that the whole procedure can be carried out without much problem for them. Of course, they are also trained to take care of themselves in terms of the COVID-19 and take care of the patient also with respect to the COVID-19. So I think the trained manpower, not only with respect to the administration of the drug, but also talking to the patient, talking to the relatives, as well as taking all the care to prevent some of these abnormal infections. I think that's where the success of home care is there.
So, Dr. Advani, when your team goes to a patient to administer home chemotherapy, how do you communicate with the patient? Do you communicate with the patient through video consultation so that you can see the patient while the chemotherapy is going on, or how do you communicate?
I think today in the virtual world, communication has become very easy. Even a simple telephone with WhatsApp, you can communicate very clearly, looking at the patient, looking at the staff, and looking at the relatives. So I think major obstacle in terms of communication is gone, and therefore now one feels that you are there with the patient, and you need not be there physically, but virtually if you are there, I think there should be no problem.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Advani.
Thank you.